Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring a field that honestly sounds a bit like science fiction, but it's literally reshaping how we live, how we heal, and how we sustain our planet. I'm talking, of course, about biotechnology. Let's break down its vast, world-changing scope together. Okay, let's dive into this with a massive question. Can biotechnology really help cure diseases, feed our exploding global population, and protect our fragile environment, all at the same time? I know, it sounds super ambitious, right? But the answer is a resounding yes. Throughout this explainer, we're going to look at exactly how this incredible science is achieving these feats right now and what kinds of amazing career opportunities it offers for those of you who want to get involved. But before we get into all those wild applications, let's ground ourselves for a second. Simply put, biotechnology is the combination of biology with technology to solve real-world problems. Now, it's actually an ancient concept. Think about using yeast to bake bread or ferment beer, right? But today, we're applying technological innovation to nature at a microscopic level to overcome major hurdles in our daily lives. And because of this incredible, everyday utility, it's currently standing as one of the absolute fastest-growing scientific fields out there. So, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with what is biotechnology, then dive into health and agriculture, explore industry and environment, look at biotech career opportunities, and finally gaze into the future of biotechnology. Let's jump right in. Section 1. What is biotechnology? A tool for global impact. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we mean when we talk about global impact. We're talking healthcare, agriculture, industry, environmental protection, food production, and ongoing research. Literally, every single one of these sectors relies heavily on biotechnology to adapt and innovate. It's kind of like the invisible engine powering progress across our entire global infrastructure. Section 2. Health and agriculture, transforming human and plant life. Comparing these two pillars side by side actually reveals a lot. Over in healthcare, biotech is what drives vaccine development, insulin for diabetics, gene therapy, and stem cell research. And then over in agriculture, it gives us pest-resistant crops or, biofertilizers that use living microbes instead of harsh chemicals to enrich the soil. So whether we're trying to cure a human ailment or trying to help a plant survive a nasty dry season, the core science is exactly the same. We are using biology and technology to solve life's biggest hurdles. Let's zoom in on the healthcare side for just a moment. We aren't just talking about some abstract science here. We are talking about better, highly effective treatments for actual patients. We're looking at much faster, highly accurate disease diagnosis, which obviously saves crucial time. Ultimately, this all leads to a massively improved quality of life, especially with the rise of personalized medicine. That's where treatments are literally tailored to your individual DNA, rather than just throwing a one-size-fits-all approach at the wall and hoping it sticks. Now, looking at agriculture, here is the golden rule. Higher crop yields with reduced pesticide use. The crucial point is that we're actually achieving better global food security, producing way more food for a rapidly growing population while significantly reducing our reliance on harmful chemical pesticides. We're essentially getting way more out of our farming efforts while doing far less damage to the surrounding ecosystem. It's a total win-win. Section 3. Industry and environment, building sustainable ecosystems. Let's move to this and see how this builds from biological health to industrial and environmental sustainability. Industrial biotechnology represents a massive shift away from the past. You see, instead of relying on heavily polluting manufacturing processes, biotech introduces sustainable, totally eco-friendly alternatives. Two of the absolute biggest stars in this arena right now are biofuels, which give us much cleaner energy, and bioplastics, which are helping us finally move away from permanent petroleum-based waste. To really grasp the massive scale operating behind the scenes here, just consider things like large-scale fermentation, highly complex pharmaceutical manufacturing, and enzyme production. This is where we use biological catalysts to dramatically speed up manufacturing processes without needing any of those harsh chemicals. By integrating biological processes right into industrial manufacturing, the ultimate benefit is drastically reduced pollution. It's really all about creating sustainable industries that work with nature rather than against it. And when pollution does happen, well, biotech steps right in to clean it up. It works like this. First, we identify a disaster, like, say, a major oil spill. Second, we introduce bioremediation. And what that means is we literally release specific targeted microorganisms that actually eat and break down those pollutants. Finally, we achieve a cleaner environment and far more sustainable waste management. It's basically a living biological cleanup crew for our planet. How cool is that?
Section 4, Biotech Career Opportunities. Where do you fit in?
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these massive global challenges map directly to tangible, everyday workplaces. Like, if you care deeply about healthcare, well, pharma and diagnostic labs are for you. Passionate about agriculture? Ag companies are definitely hiring. Industry and environmental interests naturally lead you to food industries or environmental agencies. And if you're someone who just loves the data and the raw discovery side of things, bioinformatics, government research organizations, and private biotechnology companies are constantly looking for fresh talent. And remember, the discovery process never really stops. For those of you who want to push the absolute boundaries, pursuing an MS, an MPhil, or a PhD puts you right on the front lines. Actually, it's the academic research happening in these university labs that truly drives the entire industry's innovation forward.
Section 5, The Future of Biotechnology. What's next?
Technology and biology are merging faster than ever before. Right now, we're looking at the massive integration of artificial intelligence in biotechnology, completely revolutionary CRISPR gene editing, regenerative medicine, synthetic biology, and hyper-accurate precision agriculture. The future is continuously evolving, and it is literally happening right now. So to recap, biotechnology plays a purely vital role in solving some of our absolute biggest global challenges. So here's a question for you. With AI and CRISPR converging so rapidly, what global challenge will biotechnology solve next? Take a second to think about that. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today. I really hope this explainer helped you grasp the vast, truly exciting scope of this field. And hey, if you enjoyed our deep dive into the BioLearnix material today, be sure to keep seeking out knowledge. In fact, our source notes that exploring cell biology is a fantastic next step, as it's really one of the most important foundational subjects in this entire field. Until next time, keep learning,